Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So yeah, we're still sideways. Data yesterday did come out. S&P finished up quite a bit higher than the beginning, but it was an up and down day. And if you look at this little range we're still stuck in here. So oscillators group to the upside, nothing really happening. This level, and for the love of me, I don't see why. I could understand if it was higher up or if it was lower down, but we just can't get through this 14,443. And if you look at the weekly oscillators at the moment, starting to head into oversold territory. Not there yet, but getting there. So, should I say, rather say overbought territory, not oversold. So when we start drilling down through the time frames, it doesn't actually give us any help. Last week was a range. This week has been a tighter range. We are in an upward trend, so moving averages are pointing up. So we are looking for this thing to continue to the upside right now, but it's anyone's guess at the moment. So you can see we started high, we closed lower. So I mean it's really just a bit of a red bar on the daily. If you look at that. Another red hanging man, so we've got 3 hanging men in a row. We are overbought, and the previous week was just buyers and sellers all over the place. I don't like what I'm seeing here. This is definitely not something that I want to be chasing to the upside, but it's also not something I want to be chasing to the downside because it's just got traps written all over it. So these levels are still important. I think this one you can just fine tune a little bit. You can put it right where price is now, and that is 14,455, and then these lows here are important. I'm going to leave this one in down here at 14,329. So that's the top and bottom of the range. I suppose the logic is quite simple. Yeah, you should be buying pullbacks, but if I look at what happened yesterday, there wasn't really. I suppose there was a little bit of opportunity here. This was a level that we visited how many times? 3 times. But price is sideways. I mean, that's the bottom line here. If you look at this on the 15-minute, so yesterday was above the moving average, then all of a sudden we drop below it, and then we just go all over the place. And look at the size of this gap here. Nobody knows what's happening. I think that's clear as daylight at the moment. So for me, yeah, with the US markets closed today, you probably find that this is not going to really go anywhere today. I don't see any catalyst that's going to drive us right now. So I am pretty much sitting on my hands again. It's been a tough 2 weeks. Nothing really has transpired. But something will very soon because we are starting to squeeze. So it's either going to break to the upside or we're going to break to the downside. And there is another area that you need to pay attention to the downside because that's sort of the bottom of the previous range here. So it's could be a bottom of a bigger range, which is 14,168. And I just want to check the 5 minutes. I don't think there's any. There were opportunities for shorts yesterday. You can see there's my swing low. You look at my cursor, so there's the swing low there. See, we dropped through it on this bar, and then this bar here came and tested it. So, you're looking at 23-point risk, and then the minute this thing gapped like this, you would have got out of it for like 80 points. But it's not worth it. I mean, it's the moves are so small, and it's really just not worth it because you've got to sit and watch it and be in and out. So you're just spending your time in front of the charts instead of actually being able to get on with life. So yeah, I'm sit on hands. I'm not even going to try and look for something here. We'll have to pick this up on Monday, but I think it's important to just watch and pay attention to what is going on. There are some pretty big weekly levels higher up. I just do this. So you can see we are in an area that you would expect us to be messy, and you know, there's another level up there at 14,576. Yeah, they could just meander. We sort of just stretching slowly for that, and then from that pull back down to one of the levels, and then opportunity buy again. That may be one of the setups, but yeah, it's a bit all over the place, and we do have gaps to the downside, so don't be too surprised to see this thing swing back low to test the lows of yesterday before sort of coming back to the top of the range. So I'm expecting a range, not interested in it, so we'll sit back and ignore it. Probably just take a long weekend, I think. Probably going to be the best idea. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.